the draft so you guys can see it on the screen. Let me just get the YouTube here. Okay. There we go, and then, all right, we got 1 minute left, and we can start with recording on. Well, I'll make my statement, of course, which is, as you know, this is being recorded. Anything that is said here and or written in the chat can be foiled at a later time. So, Madam Chair or Sam, floor is yours.
Sam, you feel like doing it?
You do wonderful.
You're full of it. All right. All right. I hope that you can delete that. I hope that everybody read this. Did everybody read what was sent to them? The Brooklyn Community Board 13 co-naming request guidelines and application. All right. It's pretty lengthy and pretty detailed. And if you think that we should go over it line by line or page by page, I defer to the chairwoman.
Sorry, I was typing. I don't know. I went through the changes that we discussed, and I saw her draft. I only have one question if she wants to clarify. I saw that every change that we requested at the last meeting is on here. There was only one question that I had on the old one. It wasn't. She doesn't know how to use track changes, so I need Jack. I need Jack back when we do these things because he does remarkable track changes. On number 2, on the previous one, it said applicants will be a local personal group that has lived or worked within the community board district on page 1. And that line seems to have left. Lucia, do you know why?
Yes, so that got combined or with number 5 and the old draft, and that became number 4, which number 5 on the old draft was the proposed individual must be a resident or person of significant interest in the community. In addition, they must have a minimum of 10 years, which was changed to 5.
I'm looking at that, but that's not the sentence that I was referring to. I'm sorry.
The number 2 you were referring to. So number 2 and
Yeah,
document.
time out, guys. I have a question about number 2.
Mhm.
All right. I understand that everybody that's had something named after them after the Bernie Carrick fiasco, they should be dead, but for a minimum of 3 years, I mean, just saying that they're deceased, or I don't know, it seems kind of gory.
Right, but I'm still trying to clarify where this other sentence went.
It went to number 4.
I don't see it there, unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, the proposed individual must be a
erased
resident or person with significant interest in the community.
Deceased. Get the phrase there, who is deceased.
I have that as number 5, but hold on a
right.
second.
So they decided to take it out, the committee, and have it as number, because it made the number 5 would encompass all that significant interest in the community.
Was
Well,
deceased.
I'm reading a sentence here, and the sentence says applicants will be a local personal group that belongs, lives, or works within our community board district. I don't see that wording anywhere in the new version from the old one. You're saying it's combined with number 4, but I don't see
Yeah.
it there.
I'll rewatch the video from last meeting and
Do you have the old version with you?
no, I have it in front of me, but I don't have it redacted.
No display of significant.
Okay, then if it's not combined somewhere, then where did it, number one, if it went somewhere and is the committee okay with placing it back, and then maybe it should be number
Lucy, can
two.
you read it? Can you read it again, if you don't
Yes,
mind?
sure. Absolutely. Applicants, well, applicant, and then in parentheses with an S, will be a local personal group that has lived in or worked within the community board district.
Okay.
Individual.
She's saying it's combined somewhere, but I don't see it anywhere. I'm missing it.
All right, so what you're saying is you want them to live within the district.
Has lived or worked in the district, yes.
Oh, has lived or worked in the
Yeah, because
district.
has
Okay.
means they passed away, right? They're
Excuse me,
gone.
take a look at number 5. It says there that that reside within the Brooklyn Community Board 13 district, the third sentence.
Okay, so but what happened? Okay, so that covers the resides.
No, it doesn't. Time out.
It doesn't, you're right. I'm sorry, go ahead, Michael.
That has to do with the signatures, the 150 total signatures, Jeff.
Oh, that's only for the signatures. It has nothing to
Right.
do with the.
So if you look at,
residential
Lucy, if you look at number 4, doesn't that have what you're looking for? The proposed individual must be a resident or person with significant interest in the community. In addition, we then added, must have a minimum of 5 years of community service and have displayed a significant cultural, historical, positive impact in the district.
But that
Isn't
was
that-
already
That's the way
there.
within 3 years.
That was already there that was already number 5 in the old version.
I don't have it in front of me. It says live and work in the community, doesn't say community board, community cover.
We added that, right? You're right. It says what the original one said, you're right, Yelena. It said applicants will be a local personal group that belongs to the Brooklyn Community Board 13 district. And then we changed it to say applicants will be a local personal group that has lived or worked within the community board district.
Okay. No, because,
I
because it was discussion, if I'm not mistaken, about the meaning of the word community. We were told that community to me it's geographical right now, but we were told it should be ethnic. That's why it's important to have community board 13 written down to reiterate it's geographical.
Okay, well, I don't know what's going on, but either it was omitted and the committee agreed to it and I don't remember, but if it wasn't, I'm asking the committee to place it back and have it read, I don't know where you want to place it, but have it read applicants in parentheses will be, I can type it up, will be a local personal group that has lived or worked within Community Board 13, within
The
the community board
boundaries of
district.
Community Board 13,
Yeah.
just in case they change it.
Thank you. Is that, I don't know, so that's the only thing that I have. I saw all the other changes. It looks like based on what was discussed was done. I have no additional comments.
So you can just actually tag that on to number 4.
Okay, however, I don't care how you guys want to place it.
You just want it in there, okay.
If you guys agree, you don't have to.
I think number 4 says it though. What you want to say?
Must be a resident or person. Eddie, is there any way you can get rid of this watermark? Or change the color or something? No. Okay, interest in the community must have a minimum of 5 years of community service. Do we want to define community service or just let it be
That's like it.
community service?
To find out when Bernie became a board member, and they said, oh, no, we don't have those records. We only have records into, what is the 10 years ago, Eddie, or something like that? So is everyone okay with creating guidelines?
I am okay because as of now it says in the community, and I would like to have community board.
In Community Board 13, yes.
in Community Board 13. Okay.
I would stick in boundaries.
Uh,
Because I think with the census, they're liable to wake up and start redefining the boundaries of the community boards, which they haven't done in God knows how long.
Yeah, but that's okay anyway. All we'd be interested in is in our boundaries anyway. That's the only
Yeah,
district
well,
we would
I'm,
have rights
Michael,
to
all
do it
I'm
in.
doing, Michael, all I'm doing is suggesting putting in the word boundaries. We do this, it stays forever.
so in CB 13 boundaries.
Yeah, within the boundaries of CG 13.
Oh. Makes sense to me too.
That works.
Where'd Lukeisha go?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm
So
listening.
anything else on this little section on 4?
Yeah.
Okay, because number 5, go ahead. This is number 5. As we asked for comments, Zanera looked it over and thought that there should be some type of generic or generalized petition for the people to fill out, so we don't get their random petition that doesn't mean anything. At least here we can ask them to put the street that they are looking at, the new name of the street, and where it's located. Why we say where it's located, only because if they say Mermaid Avenue, that's nice, but Mermaid Avenue goes from Stillwell all the way to West 32nd Street. So we need them
So
to
you want the
give us
cross streets.
a
Okay.
specific cross street, and then tell them that it's going to be presented at, actually this should say not the community board meeting, but it should say the land use committee meeting, because it's not going to go directly to the board first. It's only
Right, it
going
goes to land use.
that we
The
can.
other thing I was thinking, Eddie,
Mhm.
all right, and either if someone puts in their address, it's like signing a petition. Unless somebody writes it for you, you can't read it. So having that, no, it's
Yeah.
true, right? As all of us, I'm sure, have carried petitions for one person or another. Signature is a good idea. What about email address?
No.
No?
I
Phone
do
number?
not. No, we don't need to go that specific, and that's more of a privacy.
All right, then make this box bigger,
Which one?
that, or send me the original and I'll tweak it. But
I mean-
the address should be bigger.
Bigger. Okay, that we could do. All
And
right.
in it, it has to say Brooklyn.
No,
Um,
zip code
just
is
zip
enough.
code.
Zip code is enough,
Zip
I
code.
believe.
address and zip code. Okay, that we could say. Lucy,
Address and zip code, but make it so they have to,
sure.
You can have signature part smaller and address is bigger.
Lucy,
Put a double line on.
Landscape and you'll have enough room.
Okay.
You can make each name a double space so they can print on top and.
yeah, Eddie, send it to me. I
Okay.
looked,
Do it.
all right, I'll fix it.
Okay,
And I
Lucy,
agree with Pat, it should be double spaced. So
Okay.
they have room to print their name.
Okay.
It should say print full
Print,
name.
okay.
Instead of required, print.
They can read it.
Okay. All right.
Let's hope.
We have Lucy raising her hand.
Okay, so, I would like it, if it's agreed upon everyone, is to say to be presented to Community Board 13 in Brooklyn on. That's it.
Oh,
The
no, no,
last sentence
but
on,
it
because
should
you
be-
don't know where it's gonna go. You don't know if it's gonna go to land use or maybe executive or maybe just a full board, just would be on, and then when you're writing on, that'd be the date of the meeting. I think that'll be more clear.
But are we scheduling the meeting before they submit the petition?
Well, I mean, let's just assume you come in with, you say you want to do a code naming for Lucy. And okay, we'll schedule you for whatever, May 15th. And they'll place in that May 15th and they present that on May, so that way people know what day that individual code naming is going to be
I
presented.
see, but they also have a due date. They
Yes,
have to go out and get, so I think you should at least think about giving them at least 30 days.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's up to them. So we'll
Yeah.
schedule them. We'll tell them, how much, we need 150 signatures. Is that what we agreed upon?
Yes.
Yeah,
150 signatures. Do you think 30 days is sufficient? And if not, we'll schedule you in June and give them the form and let them bring it back.
Because you don't want them to hold on to it for 6 months and then it's like, no, that just
Okay,
drags it
and then
out.
I agree with the ladies that, and they volunteered, but I can do it as well if no one has time. I know how to make the boxes bigger and, address, I can make it bigger and I can make it landscape. You looked a little weird when he said that. All you have to do is tell it to from this way to that, but that's a different story. But is my sentence going back into the items that we discussed on the first page, or did I get thrown off that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at the minutes and from the land use, and number 2 was deleted altogether, it says.
There
the
had to be a
original
reason.
number.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue. There had to be a reason the committee.
Up
wanted
to
that,
you.
and okay, it's fine. I don't remember why it was omitted and I don't have it on my sheet, so I go
But now
with
it's included.
the committee. Okay.
So is the committee saying bring back number 2 and
No, it's fine.
No.
There had to be a reason. I'm not gonna, I maybe just forgot to omit it from my
We can
document.
add the 3 years to number 4. It ceased for a minimum of 3 years. I think we were trying to track the 10 years and whatever, all that stuff. We're trying to get those years straight. So a minimum of 3 years for the individual. With significant interest in the community, whatever. Or minimum of 5 years community service, but it says they have to be deceased for 3 years.
correct?
And we said that because of the changeover of the voting and people coming in and out of the board.
Yeah.
They might not know these people.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So we'll make the corrections on the petition. Make it a little bigger, so that people can write in, address a little longer, plus a zip code. And I, like you said, we could take the word required out there so that
Yeah, definitely.
doesn't, yeah. Okay, no, that's fine. That's why we have you guys
Street
here.
address or building,
Bigger.
street address and zip code.
Zip code. Yeah, because I don't think we need an apartment because that gets too personal, but at least a building, because you don't need people.
An apartment number because the mail doesn't get through it. I don't know.
We're not
We're
sending
not
anything.
mailing it
We're not
to
mailing
them.
anything. We're not mailing- We just wanted to make sure.
I'm gonna jump in. I think you're going a little crazy with this whole petition. It's 3 liners and leave it alone. Was there another suggestion from
Scenario.
Zanera? I believe she sent in the emails. Was there anything else? Lucia?
No, there was nothing else.
How was it?
Or she was saying because she had the petition.
Yeah,
Yes, correct.
Okay, and then we didn't hear from any of the council people that you guys.
No, we did not.
I notice there is Troy Olson here though, from.
I want to finish
Councilwoman.
my sentence. So we didn't get anything from from the elected officials, right?
No,
No,
nothing.
there was nothing.
And no other board members here to make comments? 'Cause
Nobody emailed.
I remember Fania was very adamant at the board meeting.
But I
No,
thought
none
this
of
was committee work only.
No, what I told I told Lucia was, at this point, since the committee already kind of created it last meeting, to send it to all the board members and say, if you have any input, sufficient input, please come to the committee meeting. It's more to have it there and discuss, then bring it to the full board, and then, we have an hour of discussion for this, but no one else is speaking up, so I think whatever the committee decides, we bring it to the full board, and hopefully no one decides there to now give us 5 pages.
Right, so let me revert back to this.
Yeah.
All right, so is there anything else on page 1 that
No,
check out? Okay, we can go to page 2. I mean, this is explanatory, just name, address, and
the only thing I would do
sure.
is add lines. So
Okay.
they have a guideline where to put it.
Yes,
That's all.
It's easy to
Because-
read, yes, for later.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll be all over the freaking page.
It will be,
So-
yes, that's fine. Okay, proposed honoree.
Um, Question, why is place of birth important? Does it matter where someone was born?
I mean, I think it's more of if the person didn't stay here, they want to see if they were born here, I guess.
It goes back to their investment in the community, what they brought to the community.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
right? It shouldn't be where they're born.
No, well, I mean, also, well,
We can be
This was-
accused of
this was-
discriminatory practice that way.
Right,
yes.
I believe that there was this was to get a better biography of the person.
that's all.
Nominating should bring a biography with them.
I mean, some
I don't
people,
think we're being,
I think it just gives us an idea of, was this person born here, immigrant, or, made their life and moved into the area. Shows us, where they've come. And also, I'm sure if it was born here, they will put it in their bio, so that's, not important, but something that was put in from the previous one, I think, if I'm right.
I don't know, but would you put that in a bio that you wrote about you? I wouldn't.
No?
All right, I was born here. I mean,
Mm,
actually, I wasn't. born
Yeah,
Okay,
but
you, Marian, usually if somebody, if we are talking about immigrants, usually they said born in Russia, born in Ukraine, born in Pakistan, whatever, came to United
Right.
States, so and so. So it's not gonna hurt, leave it, I mean, whatever.
I think it shows that it's a melting pot, for coming from all different places. So instead of assuming that they were just born here all along, they can say, well, I immigrated into this area and made this my home. I think that might show something. I mean, it's not gonna make or break it. Let's put it that way. It's not gonna make or break. The person.
Okay.
They come out when you talk about their interest in the,
Yeah, it's an interest. We're gonna all find out, in the end, later on say, wait, he wasn't here all along, and then you can ask the question, well, why did he move here or she move here? But that should all be in the bio. Mike Silverman, Michael.
yeah, it should be in the bio, but someone said if I was writing a bio, I wouldn't put it in because I was born, but you as the honoree are not writing the bio, somebody else is writing it for you. Okay, and it gives more to the backstory, gives more, a little bit more history as to who this person really is, because more times than not, we might not know who the person is or whoever's on the community board at that time. Because again, in short form, we're gonna lose an awful lot of institutional knowledge here, okay? And there'll be a whole bunch of new people on the board, not necessarily knowing the history.
Yeah, I mean,
Good point, Michael.
Okay,
I think it's
I think we need to move on.
yes.
If they want to take a vote on removing it or leaving it, we can do a quick straw vote. And if not, let's move on. This shouldn't be this complicated. I don't think there were many changes from the last meeting, so it should be here 2 hours.
All right, I guess it's because we're looking at it again.
Okay.
You
All right.
know.
All right. Is there anyone against putting this in? Please make your voices known now. If not, we're gonna leave it in. So anyone who wants to take it out, let us know.
It was just
not,
me.
Okay. So we're just
I
gonna
don't fight a majority of
Sure.
people.
Oh, okay. All right. So continuing on, this is, like I said, the basic information about the honoree.
All right,
it's
did they live in the
self-explanatory.
district
Yes,
at time of
we're-
death?
Yes.
That could be a very hard question
Oh,
because there
some
are
of these
very,
are,
wait a minute, Eddie, there are very few assisted living facilities in Brooklyn
Oh,
at this point. All right, a lot of people are going to New Jersey, they're going to, I guess New Jersey is about the biggest place they're going to. So maybe get rid of that question. I
Which
go
one?
with
I'm
you
sorry.
on born.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, which one?
The
number
one,
4.
did you live in the district at the time of death?
Uh,
I think again, it just goes to the point that we're just basically trying to get information on the people. You know, people will write a bio and say Lucy was the most wonderful person, and then just send it in, and that's it. So we have nothing to go on.
It died someplace, or it doesn't matter. It's how they impacted on the neighborhood. On the
That's
community.
right, not where they died.
Right.
I don't think that's a necessary question.
Look, it also doesn't say that it's a deal breaker, like if they lived or they won't be considered.
Yeah, this is more giving us insight, like like you said, if the person who did a great deal of work 20 years ago, and like you said, they're in assisted living now, you know, it's still
Put
good.
by the hospital too. You're not going to put the hospital's name.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Right, but this might pertain to an officer that got killed on the job within the community. So that would be a big, that would be a big deal.
That's one of the reasons you're going to honor him is for his service in the community and giving up his life. So I think the way it's worded, I don't think it's necessary.
Any other thoughts, guys?
Right, Lucretia brings up a very good point that unfortunately, a great many of our officers, our firefighters, our police people do not live within the community that they service.
Yeah,
Take it out. Open a Pandora's box.
I mean, like you said,
You want to do a quick straw poll? Eddie, I want to get at, I don't want us to do this, like I said, for 2 hours. Do you want to do a quick straw poll on this item? I'm for it. Anyone else? How many are for and against? I can't see the screen.
okay, what I need to do here is, anyone opposed, please say.
Why don't you just take off the screen, and then people raise their hands and you can.
Right, yeah, here
So
we go.
everyone can see it.
All right, guys, all right. So people who are for leaving this in, please raise your hand. I got 3 people. 3. All right, who is opposed it? 1, 2, 3, 3, and 3. All right.
Well,
Who's
you
not
landed on
voting?
hands
Wait a
twice.
minute. Did
Wait,
Sam
Jeff.
vote? Did,
Sam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's,
Alright.
can I just go down the list
Yeah,
and that'll make
thank
it
you.
easier? Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you.
So Marion Cleaver, in favor, opposed, abstain?
in
This is
favor
not a
of
vote.
taking
This is
it
just a
out?
straw poll.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Lucia.
All right,
So-
so if you vote in favor, you're voting
4.
for leaving it in?
Yes.
Okay. So I am against leaving it in.
So no.
okay. Shimon Rakowski,
No.
Pat Singer,
Opposed.
Yelena Machnian,
Yes, it doesn't matter, actually.
Michael Russo.
Leave it in,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
leave it in.
Leave it in, okay. Jeffrey Sanoff,
Leave it in.
Jack Subin,
Opposed.
And Lucy.
Lucy Mukipe Diaz.
Leave it in.
Oh, it's a tie.
Yes.
Try again.
I knew that was coming.
Michael, what do we do on the tie?
Well, actually, perhaps, what do we do in a tie? Generally, it's the chairman who,
Before the
Doesn't
full
vote.
board. When you bring the notes to the-
and if the chairman didn't vote,
Yeah,
then it would be opposed.
it would be opposed.
It would be opposed. The chairman generally, traditionally, according to Robert's rules, will vote on an issue to break
it's
a
a tie.
tie.
So, all right.
But in this case, she made the tie.
Yes.
Right, but I'm
So-
saying, but I'm saying traditionally, the chairman shouldn't
Right.
be voting. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
According to
that,
Robert's rules, the chairman votes to
Break a tie.
break a tie. I mean, that was what I did, that was what Eddie did,
Yes,
that's
we
what
all did.
Brian did, Betty, Mitch,
Run
Okay.
through it again, Eddie.
All right, Lucia, you got that in front of you.
I'm sorry, say it again?
Uh,
I didn't-
Run it again to see if anyone wants to change their vote.
Okay, Marion Cleaver,
I'm still voting no.
Shimon Rakovsky,
No.
Pat Singer,
No,
Yelena Machnin,
Elena?
Elena,
Yelena?
Elena?
I got yes.
okay.
Mary
Michael
Ann's still
Russo,
up.
One clarification, what are we voting on again? Because I lost it in the mail.
We're
so
voting on whether or not we're gonna leave the statement, did someone's die in the community? Was living within the community when they died, which basically,
But it doesn't matter, Marion.
Oh.
We are spending time for
and my
something.
point, but wait a second, and my point was that a lot of our firemen and policemen and transit workers and everybody, they don't live within this community, but they're a vital part of the community.
serve
And
the
that's what it
community.
was an offensive statement.
Okay,
But
now I got a better
it's a
understanding.
different. It's a
I'll break the
different.
tie. I say take it out.
Okay.
Now I
whatever.
understand it better. Take it out.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mike.
Yelena.
You're
Yelena?
welcome.
okay, Jeffrey Sanoff,
Yes.
Jack Subin,
No.
so Lucy Mujica Diaz.
Leave it in.
Okay, I have 3 in favor and 5 opposed.
All right, Yelena, did you want to say something? Your hand's up.
Her hand's been up for a while.
I know, that's why.
No, I said it before. I don't know.
Okay.
I have to lower it.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you please
got
clarify
it.
who opposed this time, Lucia?
So,
It's not,
Mayor-
it's
No,
not
no,
a real
no, it's
vote.
not a
It's
vote.
kind of, it was a straw vote. It's not a real vote. Let's move on.
Okay,
Okay.
so I don't have to take.
No, you
the-
don't have to document it. You can fall asleep during the next one.
Thank
Let's
thank
move
you,
on.
Lucia.
so I'm
That's my
Xing out
job.
number 4, correct?
Oh,
Yes, number 4.
All right.
Okay, so this one will be taken out.
okay, next page, right?
Yep, going next page. All right, this one, well, you guys read
That's
it.
kind of important as proposed individual, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want to throw in the word felony.
Mm,
All
I
right,
think
because,
any sort of crime,
okay,
they'll describe it.
any kind of record.
Yeah, they'll describe it.
Yeah, but you gotta be convicted. The way it
Yeah,
says,
well,
you gotta be convicted.
Yeah,
Convicted of a crime,
You
yeah,
can be indicted, but you
Convicted
might
of a
not be
crime.
convicted.
that's true,
You
you're
gotta
right.
be
Right.
convicted.
Yes, it says it. Okay, good point. All right, 9, same thing. It says, well, I'm not gonna read it, but you guys got this. All right. It looks pretty much explanatory. 10 to the yes. And then
ever hold office, yes.
at 12. Yes, okay, yeah. And then 13 is pretty much, yeah, there's 5 more. This part here now is the proposed organization honorary world event. Of course, we ask if it's a not-for-profit that's proposing it.
I
Okay,
have a world event.
9/11, Ukrainian way.
Yes, Ukrainian way. It's an
Superstorm
example.
Superstorm Sandy.
Also, we have in community board 15 the sign Heroes of Iraqi War or whatever, World War
Holocaust
II
survivors.
veterans. So that's what we mean by word event.
Yes,
Thank you, Elena.
yes. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And then organization. Okay. All right, and then the 4th page is the. Is that right?
Well, this is for an organization, right?
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, for the world. This is for the world stuff. So, and then we said 8 years only because term of the board member is 8 years. So the person who hopefully will be there will at least remember what has happened during that time, and not someone new that might miss it totally if they're a new member. So 8 years instead of a 10-year, right?
Hmm,
So they know the
how
life.
many new members are we expecting?
Think of it this way: half the board is going to be gone in 4 or 5 years.
Oh,
Whether it's forced or not, yeah. Some of the boards are changing quickly, but the newer members, they will only have 1 or 2 years above you. So in about 5 years, 4 years, they would be changing. So this is to help them, in the future.
The reason I brought this up from the beginning was they never had any co-naming stipulations in this community board. I don't know why that made no sense. So this is what we're discussing. So people's memories.
Yeah.
We're not only going to be here forever. And it seems to me that in this community board, they voted on co-namings if you knew the individual or if somebody on this board knew the individual. And to me, that's wrong because we all don't know everybody in this darn district. And it wasn't fair that the 50 members made that decision on their own memory and new people are coming in and they're not going to remember that Lucy was the most remarkable person in the world.
Lucy, I think in the past, the people that were honored with co-naming of the street were people that we were all very much aware of.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But
And we're running out of, but I'm saying all of us, we knew about them. We knew them in the community. Wasn't that one specific person? Nobody batted an eye when, for instance, Frank Giordano or the Nathan's sign or,
I agree. But what I'm saying is that just because this 50 members of the body don't know
who the
Karen
person
Kim
is,
Smith
yeah.
does not mean she should not be eligible to apply.
Mm.
And this community board has went on that if no one on this community board ever heard of Kim Smith. So we're pretty much with the document. We're done almost.
Yep, this is it. This is the last page. All right, and then certification, which is.
Oh, I'm sorry, there was one more thing we discussed this afternoon. The petitions have to be notarized. Did we bring that up?
Oh, yeah, that's another thing.
If that's in agreement with everyone?
No, how are you going to get them notarized?
No.
You as the petitioner notarize that you went in good faith and received these
Right,
signatures.
yeah, that has to be but not the petitions themselves. No, there's no way you can do
No,
that.
the form, like one page. How many is on here? 30?
30.
So at the bottom, you notarize that individual page. That's basically saying that in good faith, you actually went to 30 people that live here and didn't.
Yeah,
Like-
fill it in yourself. Yeah. Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, like you didn't pick them out of the phone book.
Yeah.
Out of the phone book, or just went to anybody and said, can you just put 2842 West 25th Street on there? Because we're not gonna go look at all the addresses.
No.
Am I right or wrong?
I think we can get them to be more credible. Yes, I think that would definitely be.
Well, that's
No, the
Subcommittee.
person submitting this is getting notarized, that they
Yeah.
have done this,
Yeah.
yes. But a notary only is good for that, it's your signature. That's all it is.
And in good faith, that the document you have signed, it is in good faith.
Right, but the notary just
No.
is that it's your
Witness.
signature.
They're witnessing your
And
signature.
that individual that's requesting to have it notarized, because I'm a notary, is saying that in good faith, what they signed is true.
Then you need to change this form
Which
to
one?
have the statement that I,
Not here, above. I thought you were referring to the page before, Eddie.
No,
No,
we're not.
we already spoke about that one. I was referring to notarize this as well, the petition.
No,
The notary can't sign every signature.
No.
You have to put- you
Right.
have to
Yeah,
add
but
another
I
line.
wouldn't do, I
You would have
wouldn't
to add
say,
another line saying that the person did it, saw every signature, and that the notary signing the person who qualified the page.
that's right. That's what I'm trying to say here. There has to be a line or two added at the bottom
Yeah.
certifying that the person that's presenting it, just like the real petitions,
Mhm.
the person that's presenting it personally witnessed all the signatures. That's all the notary can attest to, period.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Thanks for clearing it up for me.
So there has to be a, there has
And
to be
that's
a,
gonna
lo-
be on every page.
That's submitted, yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's gotta be, we're gonna spread this out, so it's gotta be 150 signatures or go for whatever, 5, 6
Tw-
pages.
Yeah.
Easily.
Mhm.
Probably more like 10 pages.
Okay,
If you double spaces, it's gonna be like
Yeah,
10
yeah.
pages.
well, that's not my problem. If they need to get the signatures.
You can always go to legal paper when there's more space.
Oh, God. Yes.
And they could always pay me to get it notarized. We'll leave it alone.
Okay.
$2. Lucy,
Alright.
$2 a signature is a lot of money.
I charge $1. That's how good I am.
Let's make $2.
People charge $5 and $6. I charge $1.
It's only supposed to be 2 because my girl just got a notary to go in my office.
I don't know about that. People can, I don't know. I think they can do more, but whatever.
Okay. All right. So is there any other questions on besides this part with the last page, which is certification part, notarized?
Yeah, that definitely,
That-
there's a line or something, Lucy would know, that has to be there. You know, there's a
Yeah,
whole
I
sentence or
can
two.
stamp, I can put my stamp on something and then he can take those same wording from the stamp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he doesn't have to stamp it. Yeah, I can do that.
She's talking about this thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The date
I can
and
stamp it, send it to you. You can just type those words in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, Lucy. Yeah.
Yep, the stamp.
No, not your stamp,
The
generally
wording
when
from the
something
stamp,
has to get notarized,
All
there's
the
wording.
wording's in the stamp.
Wording's
Yeah,
on the
that's
stamp.
what, present it in front of me and they, blah, 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 residing, whatever.
Yeah.
It's in the stamp. Everything's in the stamp.
Yes,
Okay.
Oh,
So is there any other changes, questions, or comments about this? Because if not, this will be, we'll redraft the petition section, take out the one about the death. And we will present this at the full board for full board approval, right? We don't have to, at this time, do we need to get you guys to approve this?
Yeah,
No,
we
this
have to vote on this.
Okay,
yes,
so,
we have to vote on it.
Lucia, okay.
Can you
Lucia?
take it off the screen?
Yes, we can take the screen here. There you guys go.
Oh, where did I go? Oh, here we
There
go.
you go.
Marion Cleaver.
Wait, but there is
Oh.
a motion, Marion. Can somebody make a motion?
yeah, somebody should make a motion.
Okay,
Michael,
I'll
I'm
make a-
sorry, I'm taking your bread and butter.
wait. Lucy has a question first, Lucy?
No, I'm making a first motion.
Okay, first motion
Approve as amended.
has amended.
I second it.
Michael Russo,
Thank you.
okay, Lucia?
All right, Marion Cleaver,
Yes,
Shimon Rankowski,
Yes.
Pat Singer,
Yes,
Yelena Machyan,
Yes,
Michael Russo,
Yes,
Jeffrey Sanoff,
Yes.
Jack Subin,
Yes.
okay, Lucy Mujica Diaz,
Yes, please.
eight in favor.
Right, unanimous. Okay,
I was just wondering about something. We have a representative from our councilwoman who
Troy?
hasn't said anything. Right.
are you there? Are you still there, Troy? I think he might have stepped aside.
Seems like he's gone. Okay.
Oh, no,
I'm here.
here he goes. No, here he goes.
Hey, sorry about that.
Okay.
What's up?
That's okay. Go ahead, Mary. You can ask him.
No, I was just wondering, your boss didn't get back to the community board with this.
There was no strong feelings about any corrections or we defer to what, there was only mentions of one possible change, that was the years. And I believe, so we thought about mentioning something about that, but I believe it was started at 10 and was at 3 by the time.
Yeah.
The first, so there was no, perceived, there's no strong feelings about anything different that needed, or any recommendations, so.
Okay, thank you. Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, all good.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a motion to
Wait,
adjourn?
wait.
Oh.
Just to give you FYI, next month there will be a land use committee meeting for a comprehensive plan from the borough president's office. They want to present something to you guys, so it's going to be done for you guys next month. Okay, just to give you a heads up. All right. We just gotta confirm the date with them. It was given at the borough board. Jeff mentioned that it was a good plan and we want to bring it before you guys to see it too. Okay.
Will it be a Zoom
A
meeting?
good plan
Yes,
for what?
A comprehensive plan is what the whole borough of Brooklyn's doing. And of course, we're part of Brooklyn, so they're going to show us what it is that their intentions are. So the borough president's office is doing this, not us.
They're gonna make a presentation.
Yeah, make a presentation for the
Eddie-
land use people.
Eddie, I sent you the,
Yes, and that will
I'll
be
send it
something
out
when
to the
they-
committee so they understand it before the
when they
meeting.
will get it. Yes,
Mhm.
I just have to confirm it still with the borough president. They still haven't said
But
yes.
this
to
sounds like
anything.
something we should be studying closely.
No, it's nothing for us to vote. It's just more of us to be in the know of what his big picture is. So basically that's what it comes down to.
Just bigger and taller and higher buildings, that's all.
We'll see
The
what the
terraces.
terraces. Okay, so
Has a lot to do with other things, Marion, with health and wellness and all that. So you'll
Oh,
read it.
well, I'm sure
Comprehensive.
about that too, but I walk around the street and I'm trying to figure out how the sewers are gonna compensate for all this. You know, my dream, not my dream, my nightmare is that one morning I'll wake up, turn on the shower and no water's gonna come out because there are just too many people sucking into it. So,
okay. All right, Madam Chair. Oh,
Pat Singer has something.
Pat?
Wait, are we finished or there's more coming?
No.
no,
Okay. All right, Ms. Cleaver. Anything else?
do we need a motion to
No,
adjourn?
we don't need no.
Motion.
You just made it.
Oh, it was just made by Lucy and Michael Russo.
Thank you.
Seconded
Oh,
it.
shoot, my name is twice in the minutes to
I
this
know,
time.
look at that.
Wow.
All right, go
The only
guys.
reason I make motions.
Have a good night, guys. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Eddie,
Yes,
question.
yes. Oh, well,
Any idea who the borough president is going to be?
Erin something, she's the land use person over there. So it's someone new that we really haven't contacted with, but we'll find out soon. Okay.
So it is April. Okay,
No, it's in May.
it's in May.
May, not in this, we're not doing another land use in May, April. It's gonna be in May.
No, I wasn't talking about that. There are a lot of people who are up for reappointment.
We should find out shortly. They said that we're, what do you call it, by April/May, we should know who is gonna stay and who's not. But they haven't said anything yet, so we're just waiting.